So, welcome to the Magic Bringers Rising chat for the week of September 12th through the 18th. Today, we're going to talk all about the energy for the week ahead, including the very emotional energies that are coming through. So, find out what's in store and how you can stay grounded in your intuition, stay powered up from your divine self, and stay manifesting those big, beautiful dreams. Welcome to Magic Bringers Rising Chats, a show by Super Secret Powers. I'm your host, Lindsay Baldessano, and let's get ready for a dose of energy healing, channeled guidance, and humor to keep your intuitive flow open and your roots grounded so you can lead the life of healing, spiritual purpose, and magic that you want. Alrighty. Actually, in real time life, because some of these have been pre-recorded because I had to go to surgery and then I had to get ready for vending season and I had to get ready for the cruise I'm going on next week. It's been a busy month here at Super Secret Powers, I will say that, but it has been beautiful. You know what? I trust that now, even though I'm saying this about future events I have yet to experience. I already know. I already know that this is exactly where I wanted to go with things. So there you go. Oh, swollen gums and all, right? Getting teeth extracted and all that. But all right, this week we have a lot more Taurus energy. This is actually a very calm week, and we don't have too much shifting because a lot of big things have already shifted. So this is kind of like a recap week, not for me in the show, but cosmically. This is like a recap. This is like the dust has kind of settled, and now we can relax into the situation a little bit, and we can really begin to feel into the situation a little bit more and feel where we are with things. And because now we're getting our feelings caught up to everything that's happened, it's also a good chance to take a look at how to align things for a bigger, better long term vision. Because you're going to have that emotional awareness around it. But as we're heading forward, because next week is the autumnal equinox. It's Mabon. Um, it's really a good time to really take a look at how you can try some new things out. It's a good trial and error period. So give something a whirl. Don't like, all right, if you're in any kind of online business, don't expect that just because you tried something for 2 weeks that it means you're going to get a million followers. I mean, of course, that could happen. Things go viral every day. But don't be so focused on the totally external results. Be more interested in how it feels in you at this point in time. The groove that you can kind of build yourself up to and how that feels. Does that leave you feeling excited? Does it leave you feeling accomplished and fulfilled at the end of the day? Does it leave you feeling like, oh my God, there's a million things, there's a million pieces to this? How am I going to, wrap my brain around all these little tweaks I'm making? Now's a good chance. Try some things out, see how the flow feels. Uh, Especially before eclipse season happens. But Neptune is going to be close. It's going to be the closest to Earth that it's been in months. So, yeah, those feels. uh, Neptune is one of those funny planets. It's either you're either going to be like on top of the waves and being able to ride the waves, or it can pull you right down to the deepest, depths of Mariana's Trench. Um, but it is what it is. And this is all intuitive guidance. This is all something we need to process with for a little bit. So journaling is probably really good this week. Um, And not, yeah, going a little inward and getting a little reflective. Because as of last week, Mars did go into its pre shadow retrograde phase. We've got like a month, then a little less than a month until Mars goes into retrograde. So don't let this stir feelings of you needing to go to war over something. At this phase, at this point in time, that war probably just needs to happen between you and time management, or you and reprioritization, or you and really stating where your needs and your boundaries are to the people around you so that they have some idea of how they might need to react and adjust, or something they need to know just going forward. It can be a little bit of a slower week. I mean, nothing is directly shifting and changing and out to you know karmically get you, let's say. Not that it ever is, but I know that it feels that way sometimes in body. So it's really going to help you and give you the time and space to understand what habits and activities and lifestyle choices are actually moving you toward your larger vision, your larger sense of soul self and soul alignment. So tell me in the comments, what habits are you now registering as busy work? What's busy work and what's suddenly feeling out of alignment? It's not getting you where you need to be. Let's talk about it in the comments, because there's always something that can be tweaked just a little bit in order for something that once felt right to now begin to work again. Because maybe you just let your mindset shift a little bit. Maybe you just got up in your head a little bit more than you needed to. All of these little things just sometimes require a little light language, a little love, a little compassion. So let's talk about it in the comments. All right. So the biggest message that the guides have about this week is like really not to get caught up. And I know it's so easy for me here on, speaking to you on video in my little chair, talking about this future stuff. um, for you to say, don't get caught up. but, but, but the energy will shift again. But you'll go on to tomorrow. But new opportunities are just waiting right in the wings for you. So, what would happen if you moved your attention to something that felt better? And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to completely start over. It could mean you do the things that you were still doing in your business, in your life. Of course, you always still have to do chores, but you do it from the energy that's coming through right now, or where it's leading you to. Because it's all like, just because you might feel down for a little bit, or you might feel more emotional, or you might need to take a breather because things feel so intense, feelings and reactions to everything that shifted in the last month. Take that breather, take that time, allow some of this Taurus energy to sink in. Allow some of this beautiful fall energy to sink in and ask you what you can reap and harvest and what needs to be pulled up so that the beds are ready for when growing season comes again. It's all good work. And it doesn't matter how we label it, whether it's shadow work or light work or clearing and cleansing or detoxing, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just the work that needs to happen so soul can come back to a place that feels comfortable for it in body. And there's something really in that beautiful space, that peace that you can experience in body. And some examples can be like maybe you've been trying to diet. So, I mean, nobody, nobody in my world really likes diet food. But healthy food can be good food. But what foods do you really like? What healthy foods just you don't even think of as healthy? They're really good food. Period. End of sentence. What can you stock up on that'll keep moving towards your goal while also enjoying the journey? Or maybe you've fallen out of your habit of walking, taking a walk every day, or you need to start it. I keep saying I need to start mine. So take a new route. Plan out some routes through towns and streets and parks or neighborhoods that you really want to experience. Make it magical. If you have a business, um, and maybe your posts just never seem to really get there and go to the level you need them to go to in order to see the sales and audience attraction you need to get to. Tune into those emotions and say what you really want to say. Like, this is almost a time when we need those emotions to really express our authenticity authentically. And maybe that feels being like a little vulnerable. Maybe it feels like you are starting a path maybe you don't know enough about yet. But this is the trial and error period before an eclipse, after a lot of shift. This is the time when you try it anyway, and you let your experiment inform you about what you can expect from it, what kind of commitment you might need from it. It's okay. Trial and error. You're building this as you go. You're building this as authentically as you can. Just don't get caught up in the busy work. Don't get caught up in the shoulds, coulds, wouldas. Because it doesn't matter if you didn't make the $5 yesterday or last week that you need today. You can still make $5 today somehow. There's always that opportunity, always that potential, just waiting for us to recognize it, accept it. Say, all right, that feels juicy because I want this $5 to get that thing off my plate that I need the $5 for. And just be in that alignment. So, you get my drift? Unalignment can feel like a stop sign. It can feel like a uh-oh, or I don't know what to expect next. Or, well, if that doesn't really work anymore, then what will? And then the mind gets all involved and it starts trying to take over and say, like, oh, what about this? Or what about that? Or maybe it's because of this, or maybe you just suck. Or the mind is kind of manic like that. But sometimes that, ooh, this doesn't feel in alignment anymore. This doesn't seem to be really working in my life. That feeling, sometimes that's just soul asking you to go a little deeper into what you desire so that you can make the choices you really need to make in order to keep yourself well, to keep yourself soul fed, to keep yourself expanding and growing in the ways you need to, and you know you need to. So this week, center yourself into your powerful soul and see what energy it takes. And it might not be hard work. It might actually be, how can I bring more pleasure into this? How can I bring more excitement into this? How can I bring more calm, more surety? How can I begin to work this energy from my place of knowing that, you know what, this is probably going to work. I just need time to do the work, to figure it out, to wrap my brain around it, to find my groove with it. What does that level of trust look like? Tell me. What does that level of trust look like in your life right now? Tell me in the comments. Well, I feel like this is going to be about really realigning to what success can look like and feel like in the moment. Because even if we have a big dream, like say we want to start making $5,000 a month in a business or get that promotion, that kind of stuff, um, finally reach our goal in weight loss, um, the living of it, the journey to get there needs to be in alignment with the goal. And it should be fulfilling in and of itself, right? So we have to tap into those feelings of how can I experience success nowish, nowish. Because you go in and out of all different states and thoughts throughout the day. So as long as when we're doing our daily practice or making space to stop and listen to a video every now and again, to come back and invite more of that energy in, more of that realization in, hey, it's all good, right? So while we're talking about the cosmic energy and the guidance and the healing and the expansion and awakening that we need, um, I do want to say that intuition isn't something that goes against regular planning. Like put it on your planner, put it on your calendar. It is not anathema. In fact, the best way to plan for anybody who is already awakening to their intuitive abilities is to use intuition to really plan things out. And it's not hard. And it's really not that complicated. In fact, I made a whole course about it. I call it Dreamcasting Your Year. It's a book, or at least it used to be a book. It's still a book. But I've taken the lessons from the book that I wrote and I really plotted it out in much more general terms because I think I wrote the book for business so that it applies to, all life situations. And it's really a unique process. So it helps you plan your year out. Really coming from the stance of cosmic influence, of soul enlightenment and awakening. But it's not really like any other planner you've ever seen because it's truly holistic. And it's not about, learning to suck it up or grind through something. And it's really more about you coming into alignment with your energy so that you can create new patterns and new habits. But there's a lot of support around that. I don't just tell you to change your habits and that's it. Because this is also a tool for your enlightenment and planning for your further expansion into consciousness, into bringing the lessons home. Now, of course, you get worksheets and you get ways to help you and pull the gems of intuition and put them into more practical terms, more goal setting kind of activities that we all need. But because this is a process about alignment, we really spend a lot of time using meditation and using energy exercises to really put you in the right frame of mind, the right kind of meditative quality that will help you adjust your energy, that will help you bring forward the bigger vision, that will help you root and anchor these manifestations into your 3D life. It will ignite your life because it's all coming from you and what you want and what you feel confident in and what you can bring your unique and beautiful loving presence to in this world. And until September 18th, it's $97. And you get this forever. And it's an ever growing library of little hints and tips and techniques and worksheets that will help you plan and really begin to understand how you are, with every choice and every breath, co-creating and co-creating the experience you want to have, or that you can have, if we're learning to let go of our karma and let go of the patterns that are holding us back. This is all kind of built into this beautiful dream casting process. And I really hope I can help lead you through this so that you get the technique down, so that you get, the intrinsic lessons that are meant for you to learn about being a powerful co-creator in your life. All right. And it's $97 until September 18th. So, get on that while there's that good price. And in December, I'll be dropping the cosmic events for the year, my kind of overall energy report about that will help you learn how to plan when how your busy times are going to go, how the shifts are going to help you, how the influences of the year and the guides really want this to play out for you. You need this information so that you can bring your awareness to it in the moment, so that you can leave space on your calendar for when things are about to get a little weird, or Mercury retrograde is about to drop some very different lessons that you hadn't planned for. We're going to learn to plan around that. And of course, this flows with the moon, it flows with the lunar cycle, our natural emotional rhythms, and all of that beautiful stuff. So that planning doesn't seem like you beating yourself over the head with coulds, woulds, and should haves. All right, so go grab it. I'm going to leave the link in the description for this video. And I hope to see you in the dream casting class. All right, so a little light language and some downloads and some codes. Let's get calm and centered. Let's tap into the energy of what the next benchmark point is. So maybe not the $5,000, maybe not the 30 pounds, maybe the 10 pounds, maybe your first 5 consistent clients or customers. Let's find that energy. Find that energy. Let your mind kind of visualize it. Imagine what that can feel like, what that can be like. Let it play out a little. And bring that energy from your mind and even your heart. Bring it all down. Down, down, down. Down into your belly. What do you feel like your body is doing as you reach this next benchmark? What changes are occurring in your body or your body's habits, your energy habits? At the next benchmark, how does your life change? How flexible or stressed did you actually need to make that benchmark happen? How much pleasure and excitement will you allow yourself in seeing that next benchmark happen? Bring the energy of that next benchmark. And even if at this point you want to imagine it as a symbol, have it come forward to you as a symbol or a sacred geometry shape. Just take it into your belly area. Take it into your belly area and let it grow in your aura and your body. Go all the way down your feet. Let that energy reach down to Mother Earth, Mother Earth's crystalline heartbeat. What support do you need? What support do you need? What tools do you need? Speak it out. Speak it out into the universe. A sincere, honest, direct request. What do you need in order to get these energies moving? For the next benchmark to be easily obtained. Remember to take your energy out of your head, and push that wonder and curiosity about how it can be, into your belly, touching the heartbeat of Earth. Establish that flow between your center of vitalities and your habits and your physical patterns and Mama Earth, her medicine, her support, her nourishment. Establish that connection nice and deep. And do not leave that connection or facilitating communication and downloads and codes and crystal essences. Keep tapping in to that connection whenever you need it for the next couple of days, for the week ahead. Come back and watch this video if you need to. Tap into this technique again. But this is what we want to bring forward. For there is no perfect answer. There is no perfect plan except that which you authentically build. That with which you authentically create for yourself from your own energy, your own desire, your own preferences. We cannot create a more perfect plan than what you can when we work together and when you work with the earth spirit and when you work with your divine connection. Take this validation, for you are more of a co-creator in your life than we can ever be, for we cannot live in your body. You have to make this pleasurable for yourself. All we can do is offer validation, energetic alignment, energy work, but you are the source of your own happiness and success, and it will always be that way. And we say this not to invalidate your love and trust in us, but for you to recognize your own part, your own power in this situation. For joy is always your choice. And we only ever want you to seek joy. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being in presence with us. We will seek you next week. Really, some really beautiful, beautiful energies were coming through during this. But if you need more of this in your life to help you stay focused on your intuition, your trust and development with your own abilities and your soul self, so that you can be in alignment and things start manifesting like magic and like follow share at Super Secret Powers.